What's up guys, it's Rogta here and welcome back to yet another amazing video on the channel. Today we're going to be featuring a deck that recently had a lot of controversy over on Twitter because of some bots in the vote for a card series that Yu-Gi-Oh! Started. So you can probably guess it's a Valkyrie deck, so let's get straight into this deck profile. For the 3-ups here, I got the brand new Valkyrie from Toon Chaos. I think this card is just an amazing card to play at 3 because it specials itself out the hand by sending a spell that you control to the grave, which we play a few continuous ones, and then it specials another Valkyrie from your hand. So it's just a way to unbrick yourself because all the Valkyries are quite high level and it can be quite bricky sometimes, so this is just a way of unbricking. Another 3-up here, we got the best Valkyries, the level 1. Basically you special her and then she specials another one out the deck to proc its effect, so just the best one by far. During your turn, you want to pretty much aim to get her out and use her effect because it's just absolutely amazing effect. Another 3-up here that I don't actually see people playing, I see these guys playing them at 1. I think this card is really good at 3 because it has a decent amount of attack. As you know, the Valkyries have 2 battle phases, so this is really 3,200 attack. And it gets to pop a card. You can drop this down to 2. I've seen builds that even play 1, but I like it at 3. Just the pop a card and the 3,200 attack after you attack twice is just quite big. So, and it's a level 5, you can go into some of those Xyz plays. For the last 3 up here, I have the level 4 Valkyrie. This is basically just your searcher for the deck, so you are going to play 3 because you get to add Rite of the Valkyries with this card, and Rite of the Valkyries is pretty much the best card in your deck, so why wouldn't you play 3 of this to search it out? So yeah. Moving on to 2-ups now, we got the level 3 Valkyrie. I basically just don't play her at 3 because I already played 3 of the level 5 one, so I don't want to play too many Valkyries that have the same name because I want to be able to special them out from my hand with the Rite of the Valkyrie card. But this excavates cards and adds you a spell, not a Valkyrie spell, just any spell, which is why we play some generic spells in here that are really powerful because you can just excavate them if you're lucky and add them with her. So that's a really, really good effect. Moving on to the one of Valkyries here. I just play these Valkyries for names and because this pops a spell trap, this gives an attack boost. And their effects aren't that good to be fair, but they're just different names. You don't want to play many of them because they are high level and you will brick with this deck a lot if you play more of these. So just one of these just for different names and for utility in the deck. Moving on to the only hand trap in the deck here, it's just Triple Ash Blossom. There's nothing really to say about this card, we all know what it does. I think it's just the most useful hand trap to be playing in a deck that doesn't play that many because it's pretty much always live during your opponent's turn, so I just play 3 Ash. Moving on to the spells here, we have the bread and butter of the deck, Rite of the Valkyries. This card is insane. It specials you as many Valkyries as you have from your hand as possible, and then you can banish it from your grave to add yourself 8 Mischief of the Time Goddess. So this card is absolutely insane. It has the bad effect of banishing all your monsters at the end phase, but if you skip the battle phase into the next turn, this effect won't actually apply. So kind of some nice word choices that Konami decided to use there. So the OTK enabler of the entire deck, we got triple Mischief of the Time Goddess. Some people do play 2 because you can search it out with Rite of the Valkyries, but I basically just want to see this card as often as possible because with this card you can win so many games that you really couldn't before. Like, as long as you get 4,000 damage on board and they don't have anything to stop you, you win the game because this gives you a second battle phase and you can attack all over again. So basically what this card says is your Valkyrie's going to attack twice. So that's why this card is just really good. A ruling nightmare, but that's for your opponents to figure out. Moving on to the draw power of the deck here, it's just triple pot of extravagance. We don't use the extra deck at all, which is why we're not going to be showing you one today. It's literally just 3 O's for targets of this. And this is just extremely free in this deck. Just banish 6 of whatever, and then just draw 2 cards, which helps with consistency. So that's why we're playing triple pot extravagance in this build. We're playing 2 Final Light here. This is basically a soul charge, but just without the soul charge and negative effect of not having a battle phase, and for Valkyrie monsters only. So decent card. You can play it at 3. 2 has been fine for now. There is a lot of ways that you can OTK without this card, so I don't feel like you need 3. And plus, with Extravagance, you are drawing quite a bit, so you'll likely see this in your starting hand. For our continuous spells to fuel our new Valkyrie Sagrin from Toon Chaos, I have Valhalla, because this literally just says Special Valkyrie when you don't have anything, when you don't control any monsters. And this is some tech that I discovered. What you can do is you can activate Pinpoint Landing and special your level 1 to draw a card. The level 1 will then special your level 4, which can search your Valkyrie Sagrin, and then the Valkyrie Sagrin will send this to the grave to special itself and special another one from your hand. So just like that, you end up with like 4 bodies on board just because of this card. Well, not because of this card, but this card helps you get a free card, and then it's sent to the grave by the Sagrin to fuel it for its effect. So this card is actually quite good in this deck, hence why I only play 2. Because it's really good, but you don't want to be seeing it a lot because it is once per turn. So for the powerful one-ups here, we have Monster Reborn, Reasoning, 1-for-1 and Regeki. To revive your monsters and just go in for that extra bit of damage if you need. Regeki's semi-searchable in this deck using the level 3 Valkyrie. If you excavate it, you can add it and just blow up your opponent's board and then attack with your Valkyries and win the game. This is because your level 1 is the best monster in the entire deck, so if you can resolve this, it's really, really powerful. And Reasoning is because every Valkyrie monster that has a different name is a different level, so it's kind of hard for them to guess what you're gonna be bringing out the deck. They can call like 1 to 9. There are 9 different levels in this deck of Valkyrie monsters, so Reasoning is just basically a free body on board. So that's the deck profile, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy my version of Valkyries. Let me know any suggestions that I could make to this deck, any improvements. You guys know out there, you guys always test out these decks and you know better than me, most likely. This is just a template for you guys to build off and to work on, and hopefully Valkyries, if they win the Make a Card tournament, which I don't think they will now since they've restarted the entire thing to prevent bots, hopefully we get a really, really broken card that will help the strategy go up a few tiers. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
It's time! Let's go!